Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I auditioned for a job and I booked it. In this video, I'm gonna tell you guys how I did it and why I even actually did this opportunity. So story time on how did I even get this opportunity to even audition and just the full story and how everything happened. So my old high school dance coach texted me and was just like, hey, hope you're doing well. This is like an audition. Hope you can make it, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I was kind of like skeptical because I'm like, I don't do like unpaid work like that anymore just because of the experience that I have been getting all these years after high school. I just don't think that it's like in my best interest to take a lot of unpaid opportunities because I have done them for 3 years straight after high school. I did all opportunities free, like no charge, nothing, because I just wanted the experience, honestly, and the exposure. So she texted me, I was contemplating, I was like, do I want to do this? But God told me yes. So I was like, okay, let me just do it. If I want to be a professional dancer, and I want to be on stages and, dance with companies or just dance behind, these artists, celebrities, whatever you want to call it, and choreograph for companies. Why can't I do this audition? Just do the audition just to see what I am lacking, you know? I didn't know that it was going to be ballet, hip hop, jazz. I didn't know what it was going to be. So I got the information that it was going to be ballet and modern. And I was like, okay, I know some ballet and why not? So I did it. So I got to the audition and I was very kind of nervous. I was nervous because when I think about just ballet and modern, those genres are very, very technical. And I haven't done ballet in the studio with leotards and tights on since like maybe 2021. And I have been doing modern and contemporary now, just solely focusing on modern and contemporary just to expand my knowledge on different types of movements and how I can actually implement them into my hip hop. So modern wasn't really necessarily like a thing that I was worried about, but the ballet part, I was like, oh my gosh, what is it gonna be? Oh my gosh. I went there, I did the audition, and then I saw one of my dance sisters from high school, and I was just so relieved. I was like, thank you. I have someone here that I know on a personal level. Like, I'm not scared. So I went in there, and the first thing they told me was to walk. And I was like, okay, I've been training for this because when I went to LA, they were like, you're going to have to walk in the room like you are the most confident person there. And I was like, I feel like that's just what they're saying. I just feel like that's, just some talk or whatever. No, she said, walk across the floor. I was like, okay, cool, bet. She put on some music. I was like, okay, this is what they're talking about. Boom, slayed it. I was like, this is not even me, but I'm a strut. I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to make it look good and just to just, you know, show my personality. So I did. I strut, whatever, and then she threw out some modern, some ballet in the center of the floor. We did some Horton, which I love Horton. I love Horton. So that was a joy to do. And then that was pretty much it, y'all. But I'm going to tell you, it was 2 straight hours of just training, just throwing out technique, just throwing out different combinations. And you had to get it. She explained it about 3 times and it was your time to go. That's it. That's all. Did I mess up? Absolutely. Absolutely, I messed up. But I kept going and I showed confidence in myself. With all that, I just left the audition like, okay, I've been training for 15 plus years. Like, I'm good. I have the technique that I need to just book a regular basic audition. I can do this. So that brings me to my first point of how to get booked for an audition. Study all of the genres. It doesn't matter if you want to do just solely hip hop. If there's an opportunity for you to get exposure, if there's an opportunity for you to get money, do it. It doesn't matter if it's just jazz. It doesn't matter if it's just modern. What I have been doing is training like a beast. I've been going to different classes. I've been, trying to get private sessions on the side, just training and training and training just to honestly grow. In one of my recent videos, I did say that you have to be diverse in order to market yourself better. It doesn't mean that you have to learn every single dance genre it is in the world, but if you want to focus on these 4 genres, it could be tap, jazz, ballet, hip hop. That's cool. And I promise you, you can market yourself better when you do that. You can get so many more opportunities if you just study 1, 2 or more. If you just study 2 or more genres of dance, you can market yourself so much better. You could be making so much more money, so much more exposure, everything. The second thing that I did for this audition was I made sure that my resume was up to date. Every dancer should have a dance resume. It doesn't matter if you didn't get paid for the opportunities that you danced at. It doesn't matter. You need to have a resume, period. It doesn't matter if it's just 3 opportunities or 2 opportunities. As long as you have a dance resume that is well written out and it says your skills, what you have done, you'll be fine. One of the requirements for this audition was to at least have a 90-second piece, a solo. In some auditions, they are going to ask for that. They're going to ask for a solo just because they want to see you dance with no distractions, no other people on the floor. They just want to see. Sometimes they'll be like, you have a solo that we can see. You have to be prepared. You never know. The fourth thing that I could say that will help you book an audition is coming to class presentable. Don't show up smelling like weed. Do not show up with dirty sweatpants on, dirty shoes, your hair not done, your face not looking well, it's looking ashy, you stink. You don't look like that in our audition, especially if you want to actually get booked for more auditions down the line, because it is a thing called word of mouth. Come to an audition looking presentable. Have your hair tied back or have your hair down, depending on the type of genre that you are doing. Usually if you are doing ballet, Horton, contemporary, or modern, your hair is slicked back just like this. It could be in a ponytail or it could be in a bun. It could be a low bun. It needs to be back. Don't come in here with your braids just everywhere and it's just smacking people. And no, if you're going to have braids in, tie it back. Just look presentable. Wear some deodorant. Wear some chapstick. Me, I personally like to put on makeup. I put on a simple, small face, no foundation. No foundation. I just do concealer, blush, and lip gloss and a mascara. Just to look presentable. Make sure that if it's a ballet audition, make sure that your tights don't have no runs in them. Make sure that your ballet shoes don't look beat, dirty, and busted up. Make sure that you are not chewing gum. Don't chew no gum in an audition. Hell, don't chew no gum in class. But don't chew no gum in an audition thinking that it's going to be a paid actor. We love to say that. We love to be like, oh yeah, the gum was a paid actor. It's cute, but it's not. It's not. You could choke on that junk. You never know. You never know. Come presentable. The 5th would be confidence. How are you going to walk in the room? And now I sound like those people that told me this like 4 years ago. Confidence matters. It doesn't necessarily matter that much if you have the entire piece and you look like you belong on stage right now. It doesn't matter. If you have confidence, confidence can get you a long way. Confidence can just make a judge just, I like the way she walked in the room. That's nice. And they'll write your number down and be like, okay, I need to pay attention to her because it looks like she's going to bring something to the table that no other person is bringing. Confidence matters, especially if you're going across the floor and she says, oh yeah, just walk over there. You don't need to be, the posture has to be up, baby, chin lifted. Your confidence is never on the floor, it's up. You always looking up. You will never look down. Do not look down in an audition because they will see that and they'll be like, oh yeah, she's not confident enough in herself. Confidence can get you a long, long, long way. And it did for me because I was definitely messing up in that audition. I kept on messing up in ballet. I just did not expect for it to be that fast. Like, it was fast. However, I adapted to that and I had confidence within my face, my body language. I was like, okay, I don't know this, but I'm going to keep going. I don't know. What am I doing? I don't know, but I'm going to keep going. Like, I did not stop. And that's the thing. Confidence, if you have low self-esteem or confidence within dance, you'll be unsure of yourself. You'll be like, am I supposed to? I don't know. No. If you mess up, okay, that's cool. Well, I'm just going to keep going. Cool. It doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, there we are. Okay, I'm back on beat. If you act like that in an audition, the judges will actually like that more than someone just looking at the other person waiting for them to start. Don't do that. So confidence is key. So just to review what I told you guys. 1, train like a beast. 2, make sure your resume is on point. Depending on the type of audition that you are going to, create a solo just in case they want to see something. Come to class presentable. No baggy tees in a ballet audition. That's ghetto. Don't do that. Always have confidence in yourself. It doesn't matter if you do not know every single step. Act like you do, and it will get you a long way. Okay, that's all. I hope you guys like this video. Drop a comment below and like this video and tell me, what's your most embarrassing thing that you have done in an audition, because I can actually share mine.